We are live for another episode, Clams and Claws. My man Joey has been killing it recently. That's how he does it. Joey, how you doing, my man?
Okay, just like what Mo Green says, throw chips on the table so everybody can play on the house. We're on a heater.
Let's
We're
go,
on a heater
Joey.
with college basketball and the NFL. Hey, look at the. Hope everybody made some money following us with that pro football and the college basketball. We've been on fire, especially with the totals. 12 out of the last
Yeah,
12, 14 out of 15.
let's go.
All
So, yeah,
right.
guys, we got some games for you guys today. We got NFL action today, tomorrow, and even Monday. But before we start, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, guys. Hopefully, you guys will have a good holiday with you and your families. Joey and I, we got some picks for the we got a couple NFL games. We got a bowl game that we like, and then we got like a bonus college basketball team total over. So yeah, let's get right into it, Joey. The first one we got here is you got Utah State hosting Georgia State in the bowl game. Who do you like?
Yeah, I like the Aggies, Utah State in this game. The line went, it moved. They're the favorite now. The line is going up. I see 1.5s out there, and I see a place just went to 2. But just be cautious with these bowl games because it's turning into the NBA. You don't know who's playing until kickoff. Just go a little light with it, and I like Utah State today.
Nice. We got another bowl game tonight. Utah and Northwestern.
Oh yeah. Hey, listen, Utah. They that coach does a tremendous job over there, getting them prepared all the time. Even with a backup quarterback, they're ready to play and ready to fight. But I think they took their uniform off. I think this is a big game for Northwestern. New coach, new era. They're ready. They're fired up for this game out in Vegas. Give me the Purple Cats plus the 7.
Nice.
Northwestern.
So those are our two bowl games we got for college today, guys. There's
You
a
like anything? Anything you're thinking about?
yeah, again, like you said, the bowl games, it's so hard to pick because you don't know much about these guys. A lot of them are either sitting out, transfer portal, some of them declaring for the draft. So it's just hard to tell, really.
How about that Air Force James Madison game?
Yeah, that looks interesting. Oh man, that's
I'd
like a
lean.
pick 'em at that point. That's like I think it's a dead even line right now. It's like a pick 'em pretty much.
Yeah, I like Air Force in there because nobody transferred out of the military schools, and
Yeah.
the quarterback is coming back. And James Madison's got a all new coaching staff,
Mm.
and the first time coaching staff going against that Air Force running attack. If you're not used to it, like I would lean more towards Air Force in this game if I had to pick.
Yeah, I like it. I'll go with Air Force too. Kurt joining us. Merry Christmas, boys. He says your thoughts on Troy and Duke, Joey.
I like Troy.
Nice.
Troy played the last 8 games. They've been playing really good. I like Troy in there. Hey, doing Kurt? Go Knickerbockers today.
Yeah, thanks again to Kurt for helping us set up the stream today. Merry Christmas, Kurt. You got a really quick bonus play, Joey, in the Arizona basketball game today. What do you got for that?
Arizona at home has been getting into the hundreds. I like the team total over 84.5 or 85.5 with the Arizona Wildcats out there. They're playing Florida Atlantic. They've been getting over that number at home and they could score. So that's what I like. A little prop bet there for that Arizona game.
Nice. And we got some couple NFL games, guys. Before we get into it, Joey, the Eagles broke our hearts on Monday night.
Yeah, it cost me a big parlay, man.
Oh man.
No steaks in the freezer on for that game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know what? I picked myself up on Tuesday and Wednesday, so the stockings are full a little bit right now for the kiddies and stuff.
There you go.
But the Philadelphia Eagles, they're not the same team as they were last year. They're last in the league on third downs. Last in the league. They can't stop the pass. They can't stop the run. They can't even protect up front. That's not championship football. The Eagles are done. I don't think the Eagles will win a playoff game either.
Yeah, Kurt says Drew Lock, baby, let's go. Yeah, he surprised me for the Seahawks. That was shocking. So
They had no pressure on him. Of course, they got to
yeah,
him one time. One
Hmm.
time they got to him.
Yeah,
I
that
mean, they
was
got weapons on that offense. They got weapons, but the offensive line and Hurts is not making the plays. He's
hmm
not making the plays, and he made a comment saying he doesn't think the team is committed. That's what you're saying, and they and something's going on with the coaching staff. Head coach didn't want to make the change to the defense. He was fine with his coordinators. He said in the beginning of the week, and then all of a sudden Thursday, now you made what's his name? Your ex-coach, the defensive calling defensive plays.
Oh, Patricia, yeah.
Patricia. That came from the top. That
Mm.
came from the top from Laurie and from Rosen. So there's some problems in Philly. They're done. Sorry, Scoops, and sorry, Skinny Joey Molino, who's a big Eagles fan.
Yeah. We'll jump to this game right away because Kurt's chiming in on it. He says, "Am I crazy? I absolutely love the Dolphins this week at home. Tyreek Hill back. I like. I think they locked Dallas up. Your thoughts, Joey? Your play on Cowboys and Dolphins?
Yeah, I was on Dolphins early, and then I told people back up because there was the offensive lineman. One of them, he re-aggravated his injury, but he's going to play. Tyreek Hill's going to play. And I think they play if they get ahead of the Cowboys. How Cowboys can't play from behind. You watch the Cowboys when they're ahead, or they can roll. When they're at home, they roll. When they're playing from now, they're on the road. They're on the grass.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Cowboys defense is a little soft, and I think Miami will be able to run the ball on them too. I like the Cowboys. I mean, I like the Dolphins in this spot. Give me the fish. One of my best plays of the week.
Nice. We got our friend Jody Moncrief joining us. He says, "Merry Christmas, boys. Chargers win this weekend." He says
How
outright.
you doing, buddy? How you doing, Jody?
Yeah, and speaking
Good
of
for Ted.
Chargers tonight, Bills and Chargers. Chargers are at home. But the line right now is Buffalo -12. Joey.
Yeah, stick around and wait till that gets to 13. It's a lot of public money coming in on Buffalo. With a small play, I lean towards the Chargers plus the 13. There's the flu bug is going through the Buffalo locker room right now, just like it was last week for the Cowboys. And I don't think they're going to be able to. Cooks is not going to be able to run the ball like he did last week. And I heard he's a little bit banged up. So and they're taking the angle here, double digits, home, even though it's going to be more Buffalo fans there. New coach. I mean, they played with no effort on that Thursday night game when they coached when they gave him the axe. Maybe they rally around here. I like the Chargers with the points, and maybe keep it under 10 or around there, and grab the 13 if you can.
Nice. Another game today, Joey, is you got to play in the Steelers and Bengals game.
Yeah, I mean the Steelers they're going with Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, as the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna Cincinnati lost a big player up front in the middle of their defensive line. I think the Steelers are going to be able to run the ball today and do a little play action pass. He's not going to. The thing that with Trubisky, he turns the ball over too much. They're not going to let that happen. And Cincinnati could score. I like the over. I went over 37.5, and it's up to 38 right now. I like the over in this game, and we've been on a heater with the NFL totals.
I don't know if you just saw this, Joey, but Jamar Chase is now declared out for the game today. So I don't know if that changes your mind at all. If you knew that
No,
beforehand,
we knew he wasn't playing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
we knew he wasn't playing.
We got a couple more games left, guys. Moving on to Sunday, you got a play in the Colts and Falcons game.
Yeah, let me tell you something. This guy, what's his name? What's the coach's name for the Falcons there?
Smith? Yeah, Arthur Smith. Yeah.
He's been pickpocketing me this whole season. They owe me some money. I like the Falcons in this spot. I like them on the money line. Now it's up to 2.5. Laid them on the money line. Seems like every week the line's 2.5 with the Falcons. I like the Falcons in this spot. I mean, last week they lost that game in the monsoon. They made a switch to quarterback. The quarterback last week rolled to the left and threw with his right hand. And I said it. There's only one person that could waggle to the left and get away with it. His name was John Elway. That's the only one that able to do that. But I think the Falcons. win this game. They win by a touchdown. Give me the Falcons here.
Nice. And we got a big one, Joey. This one we're going to butt heads on a little bit. My Lions are going to Minnesota playing the Vikings. Lions are a minus 3-point favorite, Joey.
Yeah, listen, you're my student, and I'm going to tell you what you got to when you're handicapping games, you take your hat off. You know what? Broken hearts. You get more broken hearts than anything if when you're with your home team. Here's the thing. Here is golf. The Broncos didn't put no pressure on him. He had a clean game. They protected him well. They didn't put any pressure. Flores is going to send. He's going to send the Vikings. He's going to be putting pressure on Goff. He's on the road. This is a home division game, and it means a lot for the Vikings. And you always got to forget what you seen last week. If you carry what you seen last week into the following week, that's where it gets you. Hey, Lions might win. This could be a 24-23 game, 24-22, 23-21, something like that. But I'm going to take the Vikings at home with that angle, with the home division, with the grabbing a field goal the less with the home team. So I like the Vikings here with the points.
Nice. Kurt chiming in says John Elway, the best quarterback ever. And then Jody's also saying he also needs the Falcons.
Let's go, buddy.
Nice.
Yeah, Johnny Elway was something else. I seen him play in college. I don't know if Kurt did. He was still in the sink getting a bath from taking the bath to the sink from his mother. He was a little baby then. But I seen Elway throw from one side of the corner of the field to the other in college, a rope. And he was the center fielder for the Yankees. He was a center fielder for the Yankees, the only on the Yankees. And then a couple of years later, we had Deion Sanders playing center field for us also.
Nice. Yeah, just really quick, Joe. Yeah, I think, obviously it's a big game for the Lions. If they win Sunday, if they lock up the NFC North, which they haven't won the division title in over 30 years. I know I do have questions with Goff and how he plays on the road. Luckily, it is in a dome environment, and Jared Goff has played well in domes before. But yeah, I'm with you. Like the -3 is a tricky play because, again, it could go back and forth. It could be a shootout, come down to a final second field goal. Or it could just be a push at, they win by a field goal. So, if you could take the Vikings plus 3.5, that might be a play as well.
And that Viking defense is underrated.
Yeah, Daniil Hunter's a beast. Defensive lineman for the Vikings, he's really good. So, I'm with you.
But I'm going to tell you right now, I think the Lions are going to go make some noise in the playoffs. Because
I hope so. Yeah,
I don't because like I said, I think the Eagles are done.
Yeah, because the seeding is a big deal because I think the 49ers are probably going to get the 1 seed, but the 2 seed is up for grabs between the Eagles, the Cowboys, and the Lions. So whoever gets that 2 seed is big because that could potentially be 2 home playoff games. And then if the 49ers get upset somehow, that could be 3. We could host the NFC title game. So that's going to be a big deal.
How about if you get Rams coming in? You worried about the Rams?
That's going to be so many mixed emotions because Stafford could come back home, his homecoming. That would be a hell of a matchup. Lions-Rams in the first wild card game. So we'll see.
There'll be a lot of pressure on Goff on that game, I think.
Yeah, a lot of pressure because Goff is basically the guy that kind of took over Stafford, and Stafford could come back. That's going to be it could really well happen depending on the seeding, but that'll be interesting. You got one more play, Joey. Monday Night Football, Ravens and Niners.
Yeah, this is a big game. I think it's a good spot for the 49ers. Ravens took a big blow last week with the running back Mitchell coming out. He was really playing really well. And the combination with him and Gus the Bus from my high school, Tottenville High School in Staten Island. But when you're giving it, Gus – he's good to pick up a big 6-7 yard or push the pile, red zone. Without Mitchell, now it's the Lamar Jackson's hands to do it. I think San Francisco could tame him a little bit, and I don't trust the Ravens for 4 quarters. They'll play a good quarter, and then all of a sudden they take off. That game against Jacksonville shot themselves in the foot a few times in that game. That could have been a totally different game. And until the Ravens play a complete game, and I think their defense is a little bit overrated. And I think that the 49ers could find their spots and get to win this game by 6 or even 7. So I'm going to lay it with the 49ers.
Kurt chiming in on the Lions game. If the Lions get the 2 seed, it'll be San Fran and Detroit in the NFC title game. And he says, yes, the Rams are the third best team. Watch out for them in the playoffs. I had a thought, Joey. Kurt and I were talking about this on Wednesday. Brock Purdy's the favorite right now for the MVP, and Lamar Jackson is right behind him. Lamar is plus 435. If you like the Ravens, am I crazy to bet on Lamar for MVP? Because the whoever wins this game could potentially win the MVP.
That's a great point. He goes up there. And you throw a little pizza money on there. Mm-hmm. He goes up there and wins. He's gonna be probably one of the front runners for MVP. You see how they've been flip flopping, and all that. And I gave out on Thursday night. I said, if you like the Rams Thursday night against the Saints, you know what? Rams making the playoff was minus 125.
Yeah.
And I said, lay that instead of, because Kenny was betting them on the money line, instead of laying that big, take them to make the playoffs. You know what they are now? They're minus 280.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams to make the play, so you could have got them at 1.25. But that's a good play that I like there. Taking because if the Ravens pull it off and he has a big game where he's running all over and he makes some good throws, he could be the MVP because he's going to lock up one of the toughest divisions of football, and he's going to be the 1 seed in the AFC. Absolutely, absolutely,
for sure. Nice. But yeah, guys, that's all the games we got on our schedule that we like. Joey, any final thoughts?
Just this is a tough week. Just be careful. Watch those half a points and don't go over your head. It's a tight week. It's just be careful out there, everybody. And pay the player, cash those tickets. Merry Christmas to everybody. You're going to Grandma and Grandpa's for pancakes on Christmas morning. That's the tradition, right? That's where you go, Carson?
Yeah. Christmas Eve, we usually go to my grandparents. We get Chinese food, and then Christmas afternoon we go to my other grandparents' house. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah. We Christmas Eve I'm going to my aunt's house. It's a few games. There's been a lot of Christmas Eves were bad over there. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of gamblers in there. Yeah. And everything, but it's always fun. Even there'll be a lot of yelling going on. But we have the fish. We have the galamad, the baked clams, the mussels, congealed, the octopus, crabs, and all that stuff. And then Christmas Day, I'll be home here watching football. Got to find out what time FanDuel's hours are. Going to run over there for Christmas.
There you go.
I'm going to go by there tomorrow. Once the Jets kick off at 1:00, because then you don't have to pay for parking there. These bastards, they charge you. They charge you $40 on the day of the game to get into FanDuel.
Oh, man.
Because it's in the same area.
Sure.
So tomorrow I go there, pick up a couple. I give out a little parlay tickets, futures, for Christmas. That's a good stocking gift.
There you go.
Yeah, my wife, all she needed was the Bucks to win the championship. She would have collected $3,800, but they got knocked out in the first round.
Oh.
She had Chiefs to win the Super Bowl, which won, and she had the Japan to win the World Baseball Classic one, and she needed the Bucks.
Oh,
Bucks didn't come through.
That's crazy. Joe Breslin, coach, joining in. He says, "Merry Christmas, guys. You too."
Merry Christmas, buddy. That a way to coach, man. Happy to all the K&K guys, especially Kenny and Sis. Kenny does a tremendous job. And Kurt, his wife Jenny Hoops, and all their students, they give the opportunities for and everything. Great job, everybody. And listen, Carson, I'll be sending you more games today when we
I love it.
Come through.
Sounds good. Let's go. Jody says, called it last night, a dark horse Rams versus Broncos Super Bowl matchup. Wow, that'd be something, Jody. We'll see. But yeah, good luck to you guys' teams this weekend. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you guys next week.
These Bronco fans are real homers. Boy, they wave that flag. They really wave that flag. Hey, good for them. You know what? I hope they do get in the playoffs. You know what? You need a good coach in the playoffs. Sean Payton's doing a tremendous job with it. Good for them. You know what? That a team like Denver, it's good when they're a good team. It's good for the NFL. They got
For
really
sure.
good fans there that we see. And congratulations on I don't know if it's a boy or girl, but they walked out of Detroit pregnant last weekend. I'm still
Love it.
waiting to get invited on their show. I don't even think it exists. I think it's
Oh
a
man. All
fraud
right. Merry
show. That
Christmas,
underground
guys.